Hi guys, Darth Deuce here, another action figure review, and today I have the Marvel Legends Black Panther Wave Invincible Iron Man figure. So I wasn't sure if I was going to pick this one up, but it's a really cool looking Iron Man. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I like the accessory that comes with it, so I thought I'd pick him up. So here he's in the packaging. You've got the yellow and bluish sort of packaging that we've got for the Black Panther Wave. You got the Build-A-Figure Okoye. You got the Iron Man logo there. Legend Series figure in the packaging. Invincible Iron Man. Pretty cool art image of Iron Man there. And then there's a picture of the figure and a really brief bio in the corner. It says technological upgrades and weapons help Iron Man bring order to any battle. And then you've got the BAF and the rest of the figures in the wave. Iron Man's the only one in the wave that doesn't come with a BAF piece. So that's pretty cool. I haven't been reading the recent comics. I'm assuming this is how he looks in the current comics, though I guess I could be wrong. But anyways, I'm going to crack him open. We'll take a close look at the figure outside the packaging. Alright, so now I have Iron Man out of the packaging, and he's pretty cool. He's been hailed by a lot of people as being the best Marvel Legends Iron Man that's been put out pretty much in general. I can't attest to that per se because I don't own very many Iron Man figures, but I'd say he's probably the best Iron Man figure released recently within the past probably 5 years. It's probably the best Iron Man. It's just really cool. There's a lot of cool things about this figure. Taking a look at the paint and the skull. The paint's really clean on this guy. I really like the colors they used. It's the classic sort of gold and red. The red has this nice sort of marbleization going on and a nice sort of shine to it, which is pretty cool. Head sculpt's really good. The helmet sculpt rather is really cool. I kind of actually do like the sort of jagged but sleek kind of design. The slim blue visor there, the eyes look really good. And the sculpted lines, whatnot, in detail looks really great. I like the gray or gunmetal painted detail underneath the red armored spots. You got the arc reactor there, which is painted blue. It's a nice, it's applied well. I kind of wish it kind of had like that white outline or whatever to make it look like it's more of a glowing arc reactor, but it's not a huge deal or anything. Torso itself is quite sleek. Got some nice sculpted lines and design, but it's quite a sleek. And you got like the spine of the armor sculpted there. There's some nice sculpted detail. Got the arms here, which are sculpted pretty well as well. Again, you got that sleek design going on. The double hinge is sculpted well. You got the armor sculpted there for the elbow, which is good. Looks pretty good. The wrists look nice. You got like the arc reactor kind of things on the hands there, and the gold painted fingers, and sculpted in punching fists, which is pretty cool. And hips here, you got more of that gold paint as well as red, more red, and just a very sleek design. The feet are interesting. Kind of looks like he has a actual toe kind of designed into the boot, which looks interesting. But yeah, you got the gold, and then you got gray painted for the bottom of the feet, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And overall, it's a pretty good looking Iron Man. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Don't really have any issues. The paint's really clean, and the sculpt's pretty good. I really have no problems with it at all. Looks pretty good. In terms of articulation, he's also really well done. So you got, okay, I popped off the head by accident, but you can, it's on a ball joint and a hinge, so you can get it up to about that without popping off the head, which is pretty good. You might, okay, you can get it pretty far back if you don't pop off the head. There you go. So you can get the flying pose, which is really good. It looks down, no real pivot, but it rotates. That ball hinge at the shoulder moves about there and can move all the way in. One thing I will note is that some of his joints are actually really tight. Like my left hinge on the ankle is really tight. It doesn't want to move up, and you got to be careful when you're playing with this figure a bit. But his body step swivel, double hinges at the elbows, which move pretty good, and then ball hinges at the wrists. A ab crunch, which doesn't sound nice when it crunches, but as far as I know, it's not. It's all right. He doesn't actually crunch down too far. You can crunch back a decent amount though. Swivel at the waist, ball hinges hips to move out good, and they're not loose or anything. Swivel at the thigh, a double hinge at the knee, which moves decently. And hinges at the ankles with rockers. The rockers are good. Like I said, the hinge on this side at least is really tight, and I don't want to force it because I don't want to snap the joint. And that's just it. There's no loose joints, so I'd rather them be tight than loose. So that's really nice. You're not wobbling around. I think it's really solid. But you're going to want to be careful of tight joints for sure. Now, in terms of accessories, he comes with quite a bit of accessories. He doesn't come with a BAF piece, so they kind of have to compensate for that. So that's what I think makes this figure really cool. So first off, he comes with 2 interchangeable hands. You get 2 repulsor hands, so you can just clip those on. They got holes in there, 2 displays out there, repulsor accessories. Paint's nice. Interestingly enough, though, they actually don't have articulation. Or, I mean, they have rotation, but they don't have any hinges. That's an interesting choice. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter too much because you're probably going to use these hands for shooting out the repulsors anyways. But still, it's kind of interesting that they went with that. But yeah, you can put the repulsor hands on. And that looks pretty cool. I'm not doing the greatest job of posing them, but you know, you play around with it, you get some good poses out of it. Like I said, it comes with 2 repulsor blasts, which, you know, they're painted pretty well. They got a just kind of in a translucent blue. We've seen these on like the Civil War Iron Man and whatnot. But these are cool. I always like when they include repulsor effects for Iron Man figures. You can plug those right into his hands there. And where's the other one here? There we go. So yeah, you can get him, you know, firing repulsors from his hands. They look pretty good. Mine are a little warped out of place, but they look good. Yeah, and then you could like have him like he's flying like that. Or you can also plug them into his feet here, so you can go like that. Go like that. And then you can also plug him into his feet, so it looks like he's flying with the jets on his feet, so that's also really cool. He also comes with this piece here, which is this cannon that clips to his arm. From what I understand, I haven't done my research, so forgive me, but from what I understand, this armor is like symbiotic. Like, it's kind of like a symbiote to a extent. So he can sort of form weapons at will out of the armor. So he has like, he can form like blades or arm cannons from thinking about it, I guess. And you can clip that on his arm. It clips on really easily. I think that looks really cool. It would have been cool to get more of these sort of morphing weapons to put on them, so you had some options, but I think it's cool we even got the cannon, to be honest, so that's cool. Looks good, and you can port a repulsor blast effect into the cannon, and there you go. You have Iron Man firing from the cannon. I think that looks really cool. I'm just gonna pop that off for now. Then I'll show you the last thing he comes with is an interchangeable head sculpt, so you can pop off the helmet, and you get a Tony Stark head. And if I'm being brutally honest, this was kind of like the deal maker for me. The fact he came with a Tony Stark head made this figure really appealing to me, because I don't have any sort of unhelmeted Iron Man figures or unmasked normal Tony Starks or anything, so I kind of really wanted that, and this figure delivered that. And it's a really good head sculpt. Obviously, it's not really based on anyone, though probably loosely based on Robert Downey Jr. at this point. But it looks really good. The sculpting's really good. The eyes are painted pretty good. The facial hair looks good. Eyebrows, the hairs, and that sort of like flow looks really good as well. Sculpted nicely. Definitely looks like Tony. He does have this little mark on his face, which I thought was just a paint error, but it's actually like sculpted on, I think. I don't really get that. So if you know what that's all about, let me know. Maybe it's just like a mole or a birthmark or something he just has in the comics. I'm really not sure. But yeah, that looks really cool. I might even display him like this. I'm not sure, because I really like the helmet sculpt too. But I also really like this head. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided. But overall, this is actually a really cool figure. I think if you're an Iron Man fan, you're definitely going to want to pick this one up. And if you don't have an Iron Man figure yet and you want to get one, I think this is a really good one to get, because you get all these accessories and you get the unmasked Tony Stark head. You're just getting everything you'd want in an Iron Man figure, I think. So if you're just starting out and you want a good Iron Man figure, here you go. This is a great one to get. I'll do a quick size comparison, actually, now that I remember. I just have just picked this figure off my shelf. It's Deadpool. He uses the average 6-inch scale, and they scale pretty good together. I'd say Tony's just slightly taller, which would make sense if he's wearing his armor. So, yeah, they scale good together. And I really like this figure and definitely recommend it. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know anything in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video.